Hey y'all, how you momming in? I have a big catering order for my cowboy potatoes, and I've given these guys a good scrub it up, so it's time to get slicing. But first, priorities. Necessary. Alright, so got a lot of these to go through, and listen, you don't have to use fancy equipment. This is what I'm using. And so we're just going to give these guys a whirl right into the slicer. And it's going to take me a hot minute, so. Well, I've gotten through a good bit of these, but I still have a long way to go, so BRB, I'm going to go mad. Do you guys watch Kimmy Schmidt? This reminds me of that scene where they go back into the bunker and Gretchen, the character Gretchen, is like, cranky for being a crank. Cranky for being a crank. I'm going to go mad doing this. Alright, that about does it. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys in that big giant pot back there, or back there, not sure where. So, okay, let's get on it. Okay, so now I'm going to take out this attachment and swap it for this one because it is time to shred the onions. Get the tissues, y'all. Oh, that's the last of them. Okay, I'm gonna go get these guys sauteed up and I'll be right back. Okay, and finally we have to shred up 1 whole pound of Colby Jack cheese, and then I'm just gonna toss that right into that saute pan. Okay, so while that is sauteing and reducing down back there, we're gonna go ahead and make the base out of this. Essentially, it is like a cold potato side dish, but the base of it, instead of mayonnaise based, it's cream of whatever based. You can use cream of chicken, cream of mushroom. We're using actual cream of whatever that we make here at home. We made a video about how to do this if you want to check that out, but it's gluten-free. So yeah, essentially if you're using this as a soup, you want 1/3 cup of this to 1 1/4 cup of water, but we want it to be thicker. So I'm just going to use it in a 1 cup of liquid to 1/3 cup of the soup mix. And instead of water, we're going to use homemade stock. We make this and process this and can it. And I just opened this up a few days ago, so we're just going to keep working on that. And we've got all of our spices here. So I've got the salt, sage, and thyme, and of course there's these spices in the soup mix. So we're going to combine all of this stuff and make a nice lovely sauce. We're just going to add it into our sauteed onions and cheese mixture, and that is going to be the base of our cowboy potatoes. Got this all stirred in, and what we're going to do now is take all of this and pour it over our potatoes that are completely ready and drained, and they're just ready to go. And if this is too thick, you can always add water or stock or what have you. So I've got my vintage slow cooker here because this second half of this recipe is actually my mom's tried and true potluck recipe actually. And typically she would make it in a slow cooker so that it's served warm at the event. Well, for this particular catering order, everything is going to be served as a cold side. So I'm just going to make this on the stove top. We're not going to use this buddy, but shout out to your mom and them. This recipe is so easy. Stop me if you've heard it before. Little Smokies. You know where I'm going with this. A whole bottle of original barbecue. And of course, the grape jelly. You gotta do it. You have to do it. So bottle, and one package. I'm just doing one half order, so we're just gonna go with the little guys, little package of the little guys, and right on the stove top. And then once those cool down and the potatoes cool down, we're gonna be ready to package these up. These are going to be the toppers of my cowboy potatoes. Sometimes I'll do mini meatballs or little smokies. It just depends on what the client wants and the event. Alright, these guys are cooled down and it is time to package them up. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and top these guys with the little smokies. And there you have it. But here you are. I am going to package up the rest of these guys, so it's going to take me a little bit of time for the rest of the evening. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a lovely evening.